Hello everyone, I am Kenneth Morales and I am building an electric guitar for the great guitar Builda-Along 2020. I will be starting completely from scratch and I will be showing the process of how I cut the shape of the guitar from boards based on the design I show here. Quick disclaimer though, this series of videos will be mostly voiceover because my shop is right next to a road. So cars, loud aft motorcycles, shouting kids, and chickens are really audible. So I'll just mute that out and voice over the video. And the voice quality won't be that great because I'm using my phone to record until I can get a decent condenser. So since this build along is of international status, I wanted to build a guitar that implements key design elements inspired by the heritage of my country, Philippines. And don't bother reading my scribbles here, I'll explain the inspiration for these later on in the video. So I'll be using a few different types of wood for this guitar. This right here is Jamelina, which is what I'll be using for most of the body along with mango wood, but I don't show that here. And I think this is Philippine mahogany, but I'm not sure. But I'm sure it's hardwood because I can't even dent it with my fingernail. I'll be using that for the fretboard. And as you saw in my design earlier, this is a headless guitar and I'm gonna fabricate some custom tuners with this special metal. I think it would look really cool with Damascus and I already have a design in mind. So stay tuned for that. So here I'm drawing out the design on a template of a Stratocaster so I can scale the guitar properly. It won't be too cumbersome or too small to hold. And while I do that, I'm gonna explain the inspiration for the design of this guitar. So here is the finished sketch of the design. We'll start with what I'm going to call the wings, and that's inspired by the wings of an eagle, more specifically the Philippine eagle. So you can see that it makes the silhouette of wings. And at the bottom you can see that there are horns, which is inspired by the horns of a carabao or water buffalo, which is the country's national animal. And directly connected to that is the silhouette of a mountain, which represents the mountainous geography of the country. And the gap in the middle makes the silhouette of a kudyapi, which is an ancient stringed instrument that's native to Mindanao, the southern part of the Philippines. I really like how the design ended up and the things it visually represents. So I wanted this build to be a challenge by making the guitar completely using only hand tools. But that was about a month ago and I started the build on the 6th of October. This is because I've been really busy with school stuff and my undergraduate thesis, so I didn't really have the extra time to start the build. So I decided to be sensible and use power tools, but I realized that a little late though. So you'll see me using a handsaw cutting the shape of the guitar early on. So in the next video, I'll be transferring the design on the wood and I will cut out the individual pieces of the body and the neck, which is a through neck by the way. On a final note, I will be selling this guitar and hopefully auctioning it, and most of the proceeds will go towards purchasing personal protective equipment for medical personnel to help fight against COVID-19. I say most because the rest of the proceeds will go towards improving my shop so I can have better quality builds, better safety, and better content. See you then.